Hey everyone, how you all doing? I think I'm a little bit early. So I will just hang around for a bit and see if anybody comes. Yeah, if anyone wants to win anything. Hey guys. Mara was meant to help me pick, but she's gone to bed, so I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how this is going to work. What would probably happen is if I draw a name out and that person's not here, then I'll kind of keep it to one side. And then if they don't come into the live stream at all, I'll just redraw it. So yeah, that's probably what I'll do. But hey everyone, I'm still not well, so this is I'm trying to be okay, so yeah, this might be difficult for me to get through because I'm quite sick. But yeah, this is the first time I've been on in ages actually, because Rob, who was like my mod, who I've known for a really long time, is amazing, and he's literally taken over whilst doing his full-time job. So yeah, he's a cool dude. I think he's busy doing Patreon stuff at the moment, so I think he was scheduling. I think he said he's just uploaded 6 Babylon 5 or something onto Patreon and scheduled them in, so I was like, oh, Jesus. Yeah, but thanks everybody. I'll wait till probably about 1:15 and then I'll see if Mara gives a crap whether or not she wants to do this and help me pick, so. Oh, thanks everyone. Yeah, I hope I feel better soon too. Just a reaction that I had to vaccinations, and it sent me really ill, unfortunately. So, yeah. But yes, anyone that gets drawn out of the hat first wins a date with Jamie Doyle. Because that dude needs a date. He's a funny egg as Jamie, he makes me laugh. Yeah. So, how's everybody doing? I feel weird because I've not been here for like 3 weeks and it's been really bizarre. Really bizarre. Edited time meddler, I'm done for the day. Oh, I've got. So, yesterday I uploaded 3 weeks worth of videos for Rob to then kind of schedule in for me, and every single one of them is blocked. So I'm like, brilliant. So if you're waiting for a video within the next 3 weeks, it's blocked. Yeah. So I think all the disputes have put in. It just depends how long it takes the copyright owners to release them, really. Was it my first or second cover? It was the second one. It was the second one. Same as Amy. It was my second shot. Yeah. And it's like literally, it sent me west. It really sent me west. Oh, thanks, Oscar. That's really sweet. Thank you. I'm determined for one of my motherland, fellow watchers to win something. So I'll keep my fingers crossed for you, pal. I'm trying to think actually what video just recently went up on Patreon. I think there was a Doctor Who that went up on Patreon, or was it last week or the week before possibly? Set in the motherland, and I got really excited. The Rani one. Yeah, that one, I think. That's in the motherland. You're getting your second shot today. I hope you're not sick. I think it's really, really rare. I think anybody gets sick, to be honest. It's just I have a really shit immune system. So I get sick all the time. Stopping for tea when you reach Canada. Yeah, I'd love to. As long as there's milk in it. I don't do tea that doesn't include milk. Oh God, there's a lot of second shotters out there at the minute. Just all I would say is a lot of paracetamol, a lot of water. If you can get a hold of things like Gatorade, that's meant to really help, but I don't know how widely available that is in the UK, to be honest. But where I am in Wales, Wales has absolutely flew through vaccinations here, whereas in England it seems to be like really slow. So my mum's had hers, but it was mad because I had my first one quite quickly after she had her first one, and obviously my mum's a lot older than me. Don't tell her I said that. So yeah, I was really surprised that I got mine as fast as I did, to be honest. But yeah, I live in like an area with a lot of old people, so I don't know if that's, I don't know. I don't know if it goes on your postcode. I don't actually know how, I'm guessing it's your age, I suppose, and like medical stuff, but I was just really shocked I got mine when I did. Yeah, just weird. Not expecting yours until August. I didn't think I'd get mine until at least September, August, September time. And then I got a letter and I was like, it was like, I think it was either a week or 2 weeks after my birthday last month. They were like, oh, come get your second one. And I was like, what? It's just madness. I think they do target areas with high concentrations of older people. Just come live with me, everyone. Just you can come stay in my spare bedroom. You may get vaccinated quicker. Yeah. Madness. Don't really understand it. I've no idea what time it is either. So if anyone can give me a shout out when we hit 1:15, and I'll get started. I had the AstraZeneca Amos, which I was slightly worried about because I'm in my 30s, so yes, blood clots, etc. But I wasn't offered an alternative, so it's 11 p.m. in Australia. That's why I picked 2 p.m. because I thought it's late it's kind of a good time for us in the UK, but then it's not overly too late for guys in Australia, and then it's not like ridiculously early for guys in the States. So that's kind of why 2 p.m. was picked. But I think it's meant that I may have like made it so that a lot of people who were like at work or at school or whatever might miss this. But I didn't want to like do it so that guys over in like Australasia couldn't be here. So I tried to kind of find a midpoint. But the US has like, is it 3 different time zones in the US? And I think Australia's got a couple of different ones. So I just kind of didn't want to do it too late. It is 14:07 in Huddersfield. Thank you. Did you finish uni last year? I finished my master's last year. But I'm doing PhD at the moment, which lasts for 3 years. So I'm still at university, I'm still working full time. And then I try and do this when I have a day off. 4 time zones in the US. Oh, okay. Is my motherland Newcastle? No, I'm a little bit further south than Newcastle, but not far from. Dr. Medusa, exactly. Yeah. It's because I've got a master's. I wanted a doctorate to go with it. So I was like, I'll be a doctor master, which is quite cool. It's in film studies. Yeah. Oh my God. He's me thinking like there's only like an odd 1 or 2 time zones, but there's so many. Oh my God, I didn't even realize there was that many time zones. I'm just used to having, you know, your standard. Oh, Dr. Cascade. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Also means I don't have to pay for council tax for a really long time, which is quite nice. I get like 4 years of not paying council tax. It's glorious. I'm still in Bargoed. You probably don't want to come anywhere near me at the moment, to be honest, Andrew. I'm really not well. We might have to do that when I'm not so ill slash dead. Do I get a stipend? No, I basically pay for this myself. Yes. A lot of saving up went into it. But I did that with my masters as well. I didn't get help with my masters. I paid for that as well. I think we're nearing quarter past, aren't we? So I'll get started soon. Where's Josh, man? Josh is like always late, man. Are you coming to Cardiff, Oscar? That's awesome, man. We'll have to go like get some food and go for a pint and stuff. Oh, that's wicked. And go to Yantor's shrine and just like go do loads of cool stuff. Oh, that's awesome. Do I stream most of the content that I watch? No, I buy them. I just purchase like Blu-ray box sets and stuff. The Doctor Who stuff was like my mum's that she gave me. I think she had a lot of like older versions though, but I started this way before they put any on BritBox. So I just kind of used what she gave me to start with. That's why like some of them aren't like the special editions and stuff, because she just said use these, and I did. So I can be quite lazy. What do I want from season 13 of Doctor Who? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, I watched the new year one, but it only ever went up on Patreon. It never went up on YouTube, just because I never edited it, to be honest with you. I was busy doing other stuff at the time. I had like exams and essays and stuff that I was doing, so I just never got round to editing it. But I might edit it eventually. What made me use Medusa Cascade? I just love that episode of Doctor Who, to be honest. And I think it was the whole, I don't know, I was just intrigued by the whole bees stuff, the following of the bees. It just really intrigued me and found it really, really cool. And the name of that just stuck with me. And then when I was like sort of getting ready to start doing this, my mum was like, "Oh, that was a cool name in that episode," and I was like, "It was," so that's why I picked it. Yeah. Oh, my mum remembers like the first ever episode being on TV. It's crazy. Yeah, it's just mad, like that, because she would have been 9, I think, 8 or 9, when the first episode was on TV. So yeah, she remembers that quite well. I think she said she'd stopped watching it when, I think she stopped watching it when Colin Baker took over, actually. She kind of fell out from watching it and then ended up watching it years later. Because I'm on Patreon, I think it's Colin at the moment, but I finished watching Classic Who about 6 months ago, I think. Yeah. Oh, okay. We 1:15. Should we just go? Right. I've got my ball of names. Oh, we're falling out. Right. So we'll do the first one. Who's my favourite Doctor? Tom. Right. I've got one. So, I don't know if they're here, but the first winner is Triple Caramel Chunk. So you get to pick whatever you like. But if you're not here by the end of the live stream, there'll be another name drawn. So I'll do the next one and I will just leave that aside in case they pop in. But it's first come, first serve. So, yes. Right, next one. Or did I wake you up? Oh, shit. Right, okay. Hi, Marie Claire. So, second winner, who I think is here. I don't know how to pronounce your name though. Jaitsavor? Is that like High Valyrian? 86. What would you like, my love? Because you are here. Brian, that was the name of an account, was Triple Caramel Chunk. There was also an account name that as well, so that's probably why it's quite confusing. So we've got the, cat ass. You don't win that. We've got Doctor Who Blu-ray Classic Season 8. You've got the Thrawn trilogy, Star Wars. You've got a Jyn Erso Rogue One Funko Pop. You have a Doctor Who Reconnaissance Dalek Funko Pop. You've got a Stranger Things mug. You've got a Stranger Things puzzle. 3 sets of Star Trek graphic novels. And you've got 2 Doctor Who audiobooks. You've got Out of Time, which is Tom and David Tennant. And then you've got Return to Telos, which is Tom, Lou Jameson, Fraser Hines, John Leeson. So any of those. Sorry, Brian, that really made me chuckle. Sorry. Oh god, the first one was the Doctor Who Classic Season 8 Blu-ray box set. That fella. You get that. But it is region locked, so it's region B, so it's like Europe, Africa, I think. So you can't watch it if you're in the States, because it won't work. But you want that one. What I'll do, oh, fabulous, it'll work in that case, is I'll put my email address in the description once this has ended, and you can email me your address and I shall send it to you, probably this weekend. Let's go. Next one is Oscar. What would you like, my love? Yay! I just realised I spelled your name wrong as well, actually. I've just realised. Yeah, no worries, my friend. You can just DM me on the twits if you want. Might be easier. Right. Or I could just drive to my mum's and I could just drop it off. Right. We have... Oh, I don't think they're here. Richard Winkler. I shall leave you to one side if you are not here. With triple caramel chunk. Affectionately known as Brian. Right, okay. I was hoping I'd be done in like half hour because I feel like shit. But this might take a while. Either way. Hi, Stimulus. So we have Kane Barry, who I also think is not here. What are you doing? So I shall leave that to one side. Do you want to pick one? She doesn't care. You pick one. No. No. So we have Tiffany Keall, who I also believe is not here. So this is getting a little bit crazy. So again, I shall leave those guys just there. You all right? Radio. Oh my god, we've only done 2. There's 11. There's 11! And we'll probably go through them all until we hit somebody that's here, I think. Or you want to pick one? We've got Mr. Dr. Gilmore. I also believe they are not here. You want to pick one? Yeah? Come on then. Yeah? You say hi? You want to pick one? That one. No, I'll pick one. We have Dave F, who is usually here. But Dave F has not arrived today. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, Mr. Dr. Gilmore's here. What would you like? Oh, you want a cuddle? I can't do cuddles. Tell us. Cool. Awesome. Sorted. Where are you going? Right. Oh, hi, Tiffany. Which comics? You've got volumes 1 and 2, 3 or 4, or 5 and 6. Oh, yay. Because I split them into 3, that's all. Telos has a prequel. Oh, that's cool. So we have... Oh, I don't think he's here. But we have Robert's Video Madness. Who is not here. We're not having much luck, are we, really? I'm fine, thanks, Dan. How are you? We have Silver Wolf, who I also do not think is here. Volumes 1 and 2. Cool. I hope I pronounced your surname right, actually. I think it's Irish. It means music, I think. So if anyone sees Triple Caramel Chunk, Richard Winkler, Silver Wolf, Dave F, Kane Barry, or Robert's Video Madness, let them know they need to be here before I just redraw their names, basically. Because we've still got 7. And I've got 6 no-shows. So the next one is Conman Kev, who I also do not believe is here. So we'll keep going. We'll keep going until somebody is. Adam Parker, who I may have seen. But may not have seen. Oh! It's pronounced like seal. Oh, that's cool, thank you. Oh, thanks, Brian. Oh, I picked 2. Pick one. Right, she looked at the left one. So, Ben's beard is also not here because I haven't seen him either. Oh, thanks, Gerald. I still feel like I've got 50 subs and then I get shouted at because something gets blocked and it makes me sad. Right, okay. Oh, Jesus, this is a big one. Curious Orange. Also not here. So I've drawn 9 people who aren't here, which is crazy. If anyone is here, let me know. The cat got you. She probably did, actually. Xavier Gillis, what would you like, my love? She must have screwed up that bad. Volume 3 and 4, no worries. Awesome stuff. That worked out quite well. Right, okay. Thomas, what would you like? If you're still here. Thomas was here earlier on. What from Doctor Who is still available? You've got the Out of Time audio or a Reconnaissance Dalek pop. So any of those 2. Out of Time. Sorted. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 left, and We've got, hang on, 10 people that may show that have already been drawn. Oh. Right. Todd Jennings, you're here. I've seen you. What would you like? And then I've got to go edit when I've done this. Comics, cool stuff. Oh, thanks, Nathan. Oh, bye, Amy. Thank you. I have a very cute cat. That is correct. Right. Colin Tate. I don't think Colin's here. I've not seen Colin. Oh, you're welcome, guys. I'm just keeping going until someone shouts up and says they're here. Another not here is Cybernova. Next one. I handwrote a lot of things. Ian Smith, what would you like? Because you're here. I've seen you. Oh, no, Ian's here. Ian was here. Ian was here. I saw him. He said hi. I'll have the Dalek, no worries. So we've got I think we've got the Stranger Things mug and puzzle left and the Star Wars Thrawn trilogy books. So that is what we have left. And we've got Matt Cole. But I don't think Matt's here either. But I think Matt's in the States. So he may be sleeping. If it's quite early where he is. Hi, Cedric. I never went to where. Gary Thompson? I don't think I've seen around today. Oh, thanks, Todd. See you later. Linda Johansson, who I've not seen either. So we just keep going. We keep going till there's no names left. Oh, one of these guys pops in. I think someone said to the other MC that it was a really nice idea. Oh, yeah, you know, it was just, you didn't have to opt in if you didn't want to. It's no bother. David Ashley, also not here. Picks out 2 again. Val Marcont? Not here either. I picked 2, so I'm just going to do the second one. Craig Challoner, who I also believe is not here. Oh, hi! What do you want? There's not much choice left, unfortunately. Oh, Dave, you won! Dave, you get to pick. You did fall on the floor, but you get to pick. So we've not got a lot left, Dave. We've got the Thrawn trilogy books, or we've got the Stranger Things Hawkins PD mug. They're the only 2 things left. I'm peeing on the floor. Sorry, I got excited then and laughed. Everything's blown away. Oh, you want the mug? Awesome. Mara's give up. She's literally just like spread eagled out on the floor and gone to sleep. You don't have to put coffee in it, no. Or that big beautiful man would, but you don't have to. Oh, I'm having a nice day, thanks, Bizarre. A busy day. I literally thought I'd be here for like 20 minutes because I've got so much stuff that I need to do. Shagman, but they're not here. Am I in the pot? If you said what your favourite Ben & Jerry's flavour ice cream was on the last video, then you will be in the pot. Dylan Kavanagh, but I don't think they're here either, which is a shame. Hi, Paul. So if your name gets drawn out and you're here, you've got Star Wars books. Yeah, the sorbets are amazing, actually. Dr. Kapoopa, but I'm not here. But I'm keeping an eye to see if any of these crazy folk turn up. Jeff Mason. Is Jeff Mason here? I think I saw a Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Was it Jeff Mason? Oh, no. Hey, Chemdog. I think Jeff's in Australia, actually. You could tweet or email. I wouldn't put it in a tweet. I'd put it in a private message because you don't want anyone just getting your address, to be honest. The strawberry cheesecake one used to make me feel quite sick. Steve Austin. Steve Austin here? Steve usually pops in. What? Draws take longer than you think. That is true. The multiple time zones thing is a killer. And I also did it at a time when a lot of people are at work. That was Suspect 27, which is an interesting name, but they're not here. I think it was Stone Cold. Oh, pop, pop, pop. I'll do this one first because I got two again. Frankie Norton, but I don't believe I've seen those guys either. Oh, are you coming back? Right, right. I've moved. You can jump. Yeah? Good girl. You go on there for me? Up there? It's okay. Carl M79. But I've not seen Carl either. Oh, what? Okay, where are you going? Right. Thanks, sweetheart, but I need to do this. What? Daniel 1023. I've not seen you either. You come say hello. Oh, hi! We've only got Star Wars books left, Daniel, I'm afraid. So you can accept or politely decline whatever you would like to do. Oh, that's what you wanted anyway. Awesome. Cool. Sorted. So apologies for the many people who were drawn out of the hat but weren't here. I should have spiked the ball with catnip. I probably should have, actually. I think there was like another 100 names in there. Like, oh, Jesus. Took a really long time to write all of those out. That was a lot of ice cream I had to put myself through reading, whilst also feeling very sick. Oh, thanks, guys. This was fun. What I'll do is I'll pop my email address in the description of this, and you can just email me your address, or if you follow me on Twitter, you can DM me your address, and I'll get all these wrapped up probably tomorrow, and then I'll send them all out at like the weekend probably. Oh, no worries, Oscar man, you're welcome. And then yeah, you can enjoy them, do whatever you want with them. So that would be cool. I've got to go and edit Babylon 5 now, so that'll take a while, because Warner Brothers hate me right now, which is delightful. They completely left me alone during the entirety of season 1, and then when I get into season 2, I'm editing episode 4, but as soon as I've got into season 2, they're just like, nope, and I'm like, thanks, guys. But yeah, congrats to everybody that won a gift. Thank you for even like watching or subscribing, because as I said, like even 100 subscribers, I was like, this is crazy. What are people doing? Why would they want to watch me watch stuff? This is bizarre. So for like 3.5, that's great. Thanks, guys. It's like crazy. I'm still trying to like get well, so I've not watched anything for a while, and then I started watching Xena the other day, and I had to stop myself from like being ill. So I think I got through like a second episode, and then I had to stop because it wasn't great. But yeah, hopefully in the next week or two, things probably go back to normal, and I can let Rob have his life back, pretty much. So that's cool. Yeah. Oh, this will be today's video, merely because Doctor Who's blocked. BBC are blocking everything that I upload at the moment. So like I think it's the next 3 stories are all blocked. So the end of the last 3 episodes of this one, and then the next 3 episodes after that. So like I think it's like the next 14 episodes, they've blocked every single one of them. And then the guys that have Farscape have blocked all of Farscape. Stranger Things are still blocked. WandaVision's still blocked. And now Babylon 5's getting blocked. So I'm not having much luck at all. But yeah, we'll get there eventually, I hope. Yeah. Because I watched the Doctor Who that was meant to be going up today. I actually rewatched it yesterday for the first time since I recorded it. And I recorded it probably about 7 or 8 months ago, and I rewatched it today. Or yesterday. Yesterday. And I cried. I'm just like, I cried crying at myself. Like, what's that about? It was crazy. It was weird. Yeah. And it was just a really random thing to cry at as well. But I cried. And then watching it, I cried watching me cry. Because I hate watching me anyway. But I was like, why are you crying at yourself? This doesn't even make sense. But I've scheduled it for Friday. And I've rescheduled Stranger Things for Friday afternoon. So hopefully you might get a doubler on Friday. Because Netflix are just being an absolute pain in my arse. So... what story was it? It's Mordrin. It's Mordrin that's up at the minute, I think. You'll probably know what sequence. That probably set me off, to be honest. Yeah. It was an interesting one. I'll probably stick around until we hit the hour, which is in like 5 minutes, and then I got to go. Babylon 5's blocked as well. The next 3 Babylon 5 are blocked because the next 3 weeks worth. So there's about 20 videos that are currently blocked. So, oh, the flashback. Yeah. I purchased the first 3 seasons of The Expanse, but it's on a very, very, very ridiculous long list. Ridiculous long list. I think Babylon 5 you can now get on Amazon Prime, but it would mean I would have to purchase it all again. And I start season 3 tomorrow. My day tomorrow will be starting season 3. So that'll be an interesting day tomorrow, because I have a day off tomorrow. So even though I've been ill, work is work. So yeah. Fabulous. Pluto TV. Is that like a BritBox type of streaming service? I don't even know why I have a mix and bowl, because I don't make anything. I think my mum bought it, actually. I think she bought it for me and she was like, make something. Oh, I have no idea, to be honest, Ian. I have no idea what version it is. I just watched it. I don't know why these companies are blocking you. Yeah, well, they're not monetized. I could understand if I was monetizing them because the content doesn't belong to me, but I don't monetize any of my reaction videos. The only things that get monetized are like if I do, these were my 5 favorite stories of this doctor, and even then you make like 15p a month. So it's not like it's like an income, it's just 15p. So yeah, but I could understand if I was monetizing them, but I don't, because I'm legally not allowed to, so they're not mine. It's manual reviews, so YouTube are saying you're fine, and then people from Warner Brothers, Netflix, BBC are going in and then manually claiming them. So it's not the algorithm. Someone from each company is going in and saying, you can't have this 12 seconds in your video type thing. And then I'm just like, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yeah. Oh, bye, Bizarre. Thank you. Someday the algorithm will become a Doctor Who villain. It probably will, actually. No, I'm fine. I think Rob's been putting like disputes in because they're all within fair use limitations. So there's nothing they can say about it, really. They can take up to a month to respond to the dispute, which is the issues I'm having with Netflix and Disney Plus in terms of WandaVision. They'll block it, we'll dispute it. It'll take them about 2 weeks to say, yeah, sorry, you're fine, you're okay. And then the next day, they'll block a different part of the video, so we have to go through the process again. That's what they keep doing. So Warner Brothers tend to be quite good. When they block it, they tend to unblock within like an hour. It's amazing, like how fast but then they'll unblock it and then release their claim on the content, so they don't make money from it. It's a bizarre one. Netflix did it with part 1 of Star Court, actually. They released the claim and then released their ability to make money off it, which I thought was quite bizarre. But they've been doing that a lot. But it's just getting them to stop unblocking different segments constantly, because yeah, they just block it, unblock it, block a different bit, unblock that, then block a different bit. So that's why it took so long for Bly, Stranger Things, WandaVision to come out, because they were dropping a claim and then putting a new one in. And we went through that process a ridiculous amount of times. And now they've started doing it on Farscape, which is really annoying because they've left everything alone until the last 2 weeks. But the BBC are now going in and blocking videos from like 3 years ago that were like 8 minutes long and had about 5.5 minutes in it, and we're blocking those. And I'm just like, guys, you're crazy. Paramount are probably the worst. Yeah, I think Seska got a copyright strike, if I'm correct, from Paramount, even though she was within fair use, and they kept blocking her Star Trek videos. But then I think they actually struck her at one point, or somebody struck her at one point, and then I think she stopped watching it because of that, which is just crazy. Like, they're getting free advertising. It's madness. Warner Brothers, as in Babylon, yeah, Warner Brothers tend to release them pretty quickly. It's just everybody else takes. Doctor Who's usually 2 to 3 days. Farscape is probably about 2 days. Netflix can be a month. One Blind Manor video took 6 weeks to get unblocked because they block it, unblock it, then block a different bit, then unblock it, then block a different bit. So, yeah, it's crazy. I'm only just beginning to understand how much time it's so time consuming, and considering obviously I work full time, I'm in full-time education, this is something I do on my days off, which are very few and far between. So if I'm not watching something, I'm editing something. If I'm exporting something, I'm watching something. So I have to have like about 12 plates spinning at once, but then once they're uploaded, then you go through the copyright battle, and that can take days and weeks, and it's madness. She had to drop Star Trek. Yeah, I thought that was the case. Just hoping you don't get trouble when you return to the Avengers. I think the first season might be old enough that it's possibly classed as public domain now. If it's more than 50 years, it may be okay because they didn't touch the first episode I uploaded. I think I edited the second one, I just never uploaded it. But I think that's okay, because Sapphire and Steel, there's not one Sapphire and Steel video with a copyright on it, like with a claim on it, not one, which is unbelievable. Do the strikes ever drop off? They do, yeah. Netflix often drop them from Stranger Things, so basically once they've made their money off my video, they'll drop it. Oh, the strikes. Oh, no, you have to, sorry, I thought you meant copyright claims. Strikes, you have to go through an appeals process, but then it means you have to give all of your personal information to the person that owns the content. So if I wanted to put in an appeal against a strike, say I'd accidentally maybe gone 3 seconds over on fair use, then if it was on a Stranger Things video, Netflix would strike me as opposed to copyright claim me, possibly, if I kept doing it. But you have to like give them your real name, where you live, everything. Like they get all your private information. It's quite weird. There's people out there that do not obey fair use and don't get blocked. They also monetize their videos. I've noticed there are a lot of people that monetize the reaction videos, which isn't very, even under fair use, they shouldn't really be doing that because they don't own all of the content unless they really transformed it and did like narration over it and only used maybe and didn't use any audio but maybe only used clips but then added their own narration, graphics and all of that stuff, then that's completely transforming it. They kind of can do it, but when you just sat watching something, that's not transformative enough for them to really monetize it. They shouldn't really be doing that. It's quite weird. I've seen entire movies on YouTube. Yeah, it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. It is crazy. I think the issue with the 50 years thing is, even though the show's 50 years, the episodes are over 50 years old, the images are, but the audio in the UK, the audio only becomes public domain after 70 years. So they can get you for audio, even though the actual episode is over 50, they can still get you for the audio on it. It's mad. Yeah, it's scary what people will monetize when it doesn't belong to them. That's what scares me quite a lot. It's like you might get taken to court for that. Yeah, it's not good. You're a saint to go through this. Oh, it's just, what started out as a hobby slowly started to take over my life. I think the time limit is a US thing, because YouTube obviously headquarters is in the US, so they allow for 10 minutes. So you're allowed like 9 minutes 59 seconds of footage that you've edited and all that kind of stuff. But to be honest, most of it is like an automatic algorithm that will flag things, so the owners can say, these are our episodes, these belong to us. If any of this gets posted online, then basically block it because it's ours. But then if it's used in a fair use context and you've transformed it, then you can kind of like dispute it and say. But I think it was like was Dave was saying, it all started because of Game of Thrones, basically. People reacting to Game of Thrones and doing like 20-minute reactions and basically watching like half the episode and putting it on YouTube. And then the 10-minute thing just kind of stuck. And now anyone going over 10 minutes kind of, they can do, I think everyone just started, basically adopted that 10-minute policy. But I think YouTube's was for Game of Thrones originally. I think that's right. And then everyone else just seemed to follow that. So, yeah, that's why you see a lot of guys just have audio on for a little bit and the image will go away. And then it'll kind of come back and then goes away again. And they do that as a way to kind of get more content into the video. Copyright is pretty much forever thanks to Disney. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Dr. Kapoopa. Your name was drawn out, but you weren't here. So unfortunately, it was redrawn. This makes me sad. But I shall get everything packaged up soon. Oh, thanks, Doug. That's cool. I don't want to edit. I just want to go to sleep. That's my plan. Mara's fallen asleep on some bubble wrap because I got bubble wrap out to start wrapping things up and it's just kind of on the floor, so she's decided to go to sleep on it. Which is like, but I think there was something in the UK that happened a few years back where there was a reaction channel that was taken to court, but then they won because they said they transformed it enough for it to be fair use. So you can argue that in court that it was in fair use, but it has to be really transformed for them to kind of go in your favour, basically. Which is why I would never ever risk going anywhere near or any or over 10 minutes ever, because I don't know what that company's fair use policy is for their content. I was late because I was watching your lectures. Wait, what is it? Justice League? I think that was meant to be today. Oh God, that's terrible. I don't even know what's on there. Babylon 5? Strange. Has he changed it? What episode was it? The dark. Something about the dark. The invisible shadow. Oh, the long dark. The long dark? Long dark? Awesome. I thought it was just as... I might be getting my days mixed up. Which isn't surprising. I'm just confusing myself now. Who was in it? Dwight Schultz. Who's Dwight Schultz? The dot gets creepy again. Oh, oh yeah, where that lass is. She's alive, but her husband's dead. Yeah, in the cryogenic things. He was in the A-Team. Ah. Is it the one where... I think that the next one's the Free Mars dude, I think, isn't it? The electric hand man. He's like... Psycho have gone crazy on him or something. Yeah. And he's, yeah. With Talia, because I think Talia's in that one. I like Talia. I do like Talia a lot, actually. There's actually a video that I think it's a few episodes along from where Patreon is. And literally my face, man. It's like a Talia thing, but my face is like an absolute picture. Yeah. I was like, what? I am down for this. But yeah. It was proper funny, man. Made me laugh. I laughed at myself when I rewatched some of them the other day, and I proper laughed at myself. Yeah. Oh, hey, Josh. How are you doing? It went very well. A lot of people that weren't here, so there was a lot of redraws, but everything's been claimed now. The actor who plays the Free Mars guy is in Xanadu. Is he really in Xanadu? That's cool. That's cool. Oh, thanks, Stimulus. I will start putting more Avengers videos up eventually so that you can do your special little moderating. I'm really sorry. I suck. Did I get to give everything away? I did eventually, Amy. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I'm looking forward to your Sylvester McCoy. I've just... Was it... Before I got sick, I think I just started editing his first season before I got sick. Yeah. The Stranger Things teaser. Mate, I was like, oh my God, where is my Joyce? Where is my Hopper? Because damn, man. Like, everything that's getting released, like, I'm just like, Where is my Joyce? Where is my Joyce? I need my Joyce. I couldn't care less about the kids. No, I'm only joking. Oh, man. That's a rough season of Doctor Who. I had a rough time with Colin to start. A rough time. Oh! I don't know what day Rob scheduled them in for, but you might get a happy, quite a happy face one day this week, when a certain 2 people return. I think that's this week actually on Patreon. I think it's that one. I think that was the happiest I've been in this season so far, actually. You are so far ahead of me on Classic Who. I'm trying to catch up. It's weird because I watched the film. It was oh God, it must have been like October, maybe November. I watched the film. It doesn't feel like I finished watching it at all because I'm still editing them. So even like 6 months later, I'm still editing something that I should have basically just walked away from by now. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird to think like I stopped watching it so long ago, but it's still there. My PC hates it because I've just got all of these. I've got like all these different folders where it's like watched, edited, to edit. It's crazy. Like, so I've got like a Patreon folder for like the full length. That's it there. And then I've got like a folder where they've been edited, and then a folder that need editing. But within each folder, there's more folders because then you've got like your Babylon 5, you've got your Farscape, Avengers, Torchwood, Man from U.N.C.L.E., The Prisoner, Xena, Star Trek, films. It's mental. I must have hundreds of folders. I'm surprised by PC works. It's mad. It is mad. Like the amount of videos just sat on my computer. I've got 2 hard drives that are full of edited reactions. One of them has just got Doctor Who on it. It's insane. It is insane. I'm just like, how did I even? Oh, like, and obviously I've got like my Sapphire and Steels and Box of Delights and the Changes and Time Slip, and I still haven't even put the last 2 stories of Time Slip up. There's like 14 episodes of that just sat on my computer that I've just never uploaded. It's crazy. Oh, Alexandra, Adam, you weren't, unfortunately. I think there was about 100 or so names left, but everything got claimed. Praying your head never dies. Oh man. It's like, I'm surprised I'm alive, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I've no idea. Because I've got like 2 seasons of Farscape just sat there that I haven't even edited yet. I'm just like, I need to start editing this stuff. But obviously because I'm so busy day to day, I'm lucky if I edit 1 thing a day. And even then, it's usually, or it was a short Doctor, because obviously where I'm at now, editing Doctor Who wise, obviously the episodes are longer in length. So I miss 25-minute videos or 23-minute videos. I miss those. actually thought the US and UK pronunciations of laboratory were different words. Oh. Not needing to binge. I've been really good, actually. Really good, because I think I binged Farscape in record time. I did 6 seasons of Doctor Who in about 3 weeks, which was insane. Yeah, I did 20 to 26 in like 3 weeks. I didn't sleep much, but now I'm having to edit them all, which is the ball ache. It's the one part I hate the most. And then you put all that time into it for it then to get blocked, unblocked, and blocked, and then unblocked. I'm not the only one who thought Tegan would 100% be my best friend. 100% be my best friend. I used to use Camtasia, but then I upgraded my Mac, and I hate iMovie, so I now use Premiere Pro, or sometimes Avid. Depending on what it is I'm doing and how quickly I need it done. So Premiere Pro for like full length stuff is really cool because I can schedule 5 or 6, just set them to go, and then when I wake up the next morning, it's done, and then I just upload them into Google Drive. So it's really good. So it doesn't take that long, really. Like, sorry, it's maybe like an hour and a half for like a 40-minute video, something like that. So I could get quite a few just done while I'm asleep. I just like press go and then I go to bed and then wake up and then upload them all onto Google, which is quite cool. I think there's a few Babylon 5s coming up on the Patreons, where you can tell I've 100% just sat down and binged watched because I've got like the same jumper on for like, I think there's like 5 episodes where I'm just wearing the same clothes. That must have been like a day off. You got one of those new M1 Max. It was on, I think so. But yeah, tomorrow I will be starting season 3. Probably. If I feel A-okay, it will be season 3. Sorry. I just keep falling asleep. It's really horrible, this thing. I think I've slept more in the last 3 weeks than I've slept in months. I glazed over binge watching Stranger Things. Oh. I miss those guys, man. I just want them to release season 4, like... I just want to go to Russia, man. That's all I want. I just want to go to Russia. Because that would just make me happy. And I'd like some happy. Season 4 is when the kids are all taller than Joyce. Probably. She is tiny, bless her. She is tiny. She is. But a bloody force of nature. I wouldn't cross her at all. Or I always just think of that scene when they're sat in the Russian compound when Hopper's just like 9 times the size of her. I just love that. Just even when she's sat on like the counter in the shop and he still towers over her. That lady must be tiny. Because I'm not like the tallest pet. I'm only like 5'5". I'm really short. Oh, thank you. Hopefully I'll be like back soon. If not next week, maybe the week after. Because I know Rob has to go away for work next week. So I think at the minute he's trying to schedule like as much as he can in on Patreon whilst he's away with work. So yeah. And then obviously the next 3 weeks on YouTube's just blocked. So everything's kind of uploaded and scheduled in. It's just, they're just blocked. So it's just a waiting game, unfortunately. She's 5 foot. Oh my God. My mum's 5 foot and I feel like a giant when she walks next to me. I should probably go. Because I've been here a lot longer than I planned to be. So yeah. Oh, David's fine. It's stuff that's been, it's already stuff that's all pre-watched. I'm not going, this is the first I've been near YouTube in a while. Which was crazy. And I don't even read, like, when it comes to like Babylon 5, I don't go anywhere near the comments. I just pretend they don't exist. I turn comment notifications off for those uploads because I don't go anywhere near them. But I think Rob pops in every now and then. And then Tony, who mods Babylon 5 comments for me, goes in and like removes stuff. That's crazy. Just so that I can go back and read them at some point. But as long as I'm watching it, I probably won't go into the comments until after I've completely finished it. Because, like, I think there was 2 or 3 things that were spoiled when I wasn't even 3 episodes in. So it was like, oh, I'm just going to avoid this. So that's what I did. Because I haven't done with that what I did. Because with Farscape, because I'd watched all of that, by the time I think season 2 had started being put on here, I knew everything that happened anyway, so it wasn't that like nothing could be spoiled because I'd already seen it all with Farscape. So that one I wasn't like, because Rob was my Farscape mod, but then when I'd finished it, he was like, do you still kind of need me? And I was like, we'll just kind of float around other like videos and stuff. But he's never watched Babylon 5, so he's as much in the dark about stuff as I am with that. The BBC spoiled Game of Thrones. Oh, yeah, if I can turn a notification off, I'll turn it off. Are you doing The Prisoner? Yeah, I watched The Prisoner last year. I binged watched it actually, and I'd completed that just before I completed Classic Who. I kind of watched them all around the same time. So there was, I think I'd watched Classic Who, The Prisoner, and Torchwood, were all recorded around the same time. And at the minute, they're only on Patreon. But they will move over onto YouTube at some point. It's just finding the time to do it. Probably once all of Doctor Who and Farscape's been edited, I'll probably then start editing The Prisoner and Torchwood, and then get those like scheduled in for further down the line. Because where I am, like with a lot of stuff, I think a lot of people don't realise I've actually finished a lot of the shows that are being uploaded, because they'll ask me to do something and I'm like, well, you probably should have asked me like 8 months ago, because that's when I watched it. So yeah, it's weird. It's a weird one, because especially with Doctor Who, Classic Who, I'll notice someone will say something in a comment, and then someone else will say, oh, you can't say that, it's a spoiler. And I'm just sat here laughing, because I'm like, it's not. It's really not. It just makes me chuckle. It's like when someone will say, oh, wait until Scorpius does this. And I'm like, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah. But with Babylon 5, because it's so complex and I've never really seen anything like it, to be honest, I'm just staying as far away from it as possible. Everything. How far along have you got with the Avengers? I watched the first season, what's available of the first season. So like is it 3 full episodes and then that little one? They're all. But I haven't started season 2. Sorry. I'll get there eventually. Because at the minute, the only things I'm watching are Babylon 5 and Xena. But obviously Xena's just a Patreon thing, it's not a YouTube thing. I need to start Star Trek again, because that kind of fell by the wayside, because I got really busy with like uni and work and stuff. Yeah. And I've got so much stuff just sat on my computer that I need to start scheduling in. But I don't want to start scheduling stuff in until another thing's finished, because I don't kind of want to be juggling 29 million things at once, because it's just not going to happen. I saw the original I think it was the original Battlestar Galactica I think I watched. I didn't watch the new version. Or was it the other way around? I've watched one of them. So in terms of like YouTube, the only things that are like backlog now are the second part of Stranger Things, which is in Copyright Abyss, and WandaVision, which is in Copyright Abyss at the minute. Because Rob said he finally managed to get Bly out. So that's good. Because Bly was God knows where for a long time. That one was hellish to get that unblocked. Absolutely hellish. They just would not let go of that. They just wouldn't. And it was because of a song at the end. But the copyright holders of the song, I believe, had released the song. And then after that, it was just Netflix. So I was just like, I can't be arsed. And then I got ill. So I just was like, Rob, can you deal with this, please? Because I just don't want to anymore. I get like that sometimes, to be honest. I get to the point where sometimes I'm like, I just need to walk away from this for a little bit. Yeah. Because it gets a lot, especially like when you wake up and there's just like 40 notifications. Like, where's this video? And I'm like, oh my God. leave me alone. Yeah. So it could be like that sometimes. And I know it's just like excitement and stuff, but I have a life that doesn't revolve around this kind of thing, which I feel bad saying, but I do. This is just something I do as and when I can. I genuinely think the worst thing I could have ever done was made a schedule. I think making a schedule was just mental, and I don't know why I did it, but I did. And now I'm stuck with it. So it's like, oh hi Carl. You missed your name getting drawn out of the hat. Unfortunately, so it was then redrawn. Sorry. Oh, bye, Dr. Pooper. Pooper. I'm going to go make some lunch, I think, and hopefully don't see it re-emerge. That'd be nice. It's not been a great week for lunch this week. It's just not. I think what it is, Amy, is I think people think that I just sit at home all day watching shit, which isn't the case. But I think that's perceived sometimes. Yeah, so it's a bit. It's an odd thing. It's just an odd thing. It's 12:30 a.m. Why are you awake, Amos? I would have been asleep for about 4 hours by now. Chicken soup and a friendly cat. Well, the friendly cat's part of that's out the equation, unfortunately. Oh, thanks, Matthew. I'm going to let everyone get to bed that needs to go to bed, and I'm going to go make some lunch. But well done to everyone who won. Congrats. I shall start wrapping and shipping as soon as I have addresses, etc. And yeah, I will see you guys later. So thank you.